Today we're going to be looking at editing your animation and finalising your film. So the first thing to do after you have finished taking all your photographs for the animation is just go through your animation on the timeline, just move it left and right using your finger, and then just pick out any photographs that you don't want. And so if I didn't want that one, you just then click the delete button. But before we export or import your photographs either from the stop motion studio app or into iMovie or Windows Movie Maker, what I tend to do is, again, look back at your storyboard that you created earlier, and just make sure you've got everything that you wanted to have within your story, and then also refer back to the goals that we came up with in the storyboard session and make sure your story makes sense. So I have done a little bit of editing on the stop motion studio app. I have added in some drawing that I explained how to do that in the last session, but I'll show you a bit more now as well. So I wanted the evil mug just to give his wand a bit of a glow, so I've added in a bit of drawing here. But obviously I've added it in this scene, which now means every time I think the evil mug has used his wand or staff, I need to continue that through the animation for consistency. So here I haven't added in any drawing, so I need to do that now. So I'm going to show you quickly how to do that. So I think I'm going to start there. So click on the slide, click on edit. That brings up another, so you can edit this still, and then you click on the plus, add drawing. I'm going to change the colour to blue, and I'm going to, I think the brush, change it to a 5. That shows you how big it's going to be. I'm going to click done, and then I'm going to zoom in. And then I'm going to copy that, go out of that still, go to the next still, click edit, click on the plus, and then it gives you the option of paste because you copied it before, and then you can see the drawing that you've made from the previous image. And then I'm just going to click that icon, which allows you to move it to save you drawing it again, and I'm going to come out of that, go to the next slide, and click edit, click the click paste, move it where I want it, and then I'm going to add and I'm going to zoom, pinching with my fingers. And then when you're happy, you can kind of just have a look to see what that looks like just by moving the timeline. So I'm kind of quite happy with that. And then I keep going to go through just to check to see that I haven't missed anything else. So the other thing that you can do on the stop motion app is add in your titles and credits. I'm not going to do that on through the app. I'm going to do that in iMovie. So, but you can. So if you want to, you just click on title and credits, and then it brings up some titles that you can choose from. And if you want to use any, you just click on one, and again, you can double click on the text that you want to edit, and it allows you to edit each of the text. So once you're happy with your animation on the stop motion studio app, because you can do some editing in this app, which is saves some time on the editing software. You need to export your project, and you do that by clicking on the arrow, going back into the main menu system. You click select and then tick the project that you want to export, and then you can that lets you also delete it if you want to delete any old projects. That copies it, and this box with the arrow, that's the one that you want to click on, and you want to export movie, and then I'm going to airdrop it to my Mac. Just going to show you how to use iMovie. So what I've just shown you is how to export your movie from the stop motion studio app, and then I airdropped it into my AirMac, and that then appeared in my downloads folder. So that's how I got the file onto my computer. I then opened iMovie, which is the software I'm going to be using for editing the animation. So once you have found or located your movie from exporting it from the stop motion studio, you then need to open iMovie, and then you need to click this button here, which is create a new movie. I've already done that, so I'm just going to open my movie up, which is called the Cup, the Sorcerer and the Jammy Dodger. So I'll just talk to you a little bit about the interface. So you'll be presented with my media. So once you've opened your project, you then need to either import it or click and drag your movie into my media section here. So this is my animation here, as you can see. This window allows you to see what you're editing. This at the bottom is the same as it is on the stop motion studio, is the timeline, which you'll be working on to edit your movie. My media is where you add in any media from images, audio, or film for your film, basically, so you can drag them into your timeline. More about the interface. So we just talked a little bit about the My Media section. So that's anything that you want to add in for your film. You need to put it here. For instance, if you used a green screen for your background, then you'll need to add in your images. Or if you didn't use any of the audio on the stop motion studio app and you wanted to add in your own, you'll need to put your audio files in here. So these are my audio files because I didn't use any of the audio files on the Stop Motion Studio app. Or you can click on here and it will bring up your library from your iTunes or GarageBand if you're using Mac. I'm not sure what the Windows equivalent is, and then you can import them there. If you didn't add a title on the Stop Motion Studio app, then you can do it here. You click on the titles and you can click on various ones here, and you can just click and drag, and you've got transitions that you can add between different scenes. So that's this section of the iMovie. Over here, this allows you to edit any of your clips. And then this is the timeline. This is where you'll be editing your film. And you can zoom in and out by clicking Command and the minus symbol, or Command and the plus symbol. And to move left or right, you can just use the mouse here, or just use your mouse, and that'll allow you to move in. So if you want to do a bit more close up on editing, you just use Command and plus, and it allows you to get allows you to be a bit more precise with your editing. So this is your timeline as mentioned before, and this, what I'm moving now, where my cursor is the playhead. And before I kind of edit anything, I press the space bar, and that will play your clips and show them here. On iMovie, if you want to mark anything where you want to cut or split any clips or copy or paste, then you can put a marker by pressing M on the keyboard, and that brings up a little marker here. Just going to zoom on a bit so you can see already I've done a little bit of editing here, and there's a marker there, and you can click to move the playhead here. It jumps if you left click, and then you can press spacebar and that'll stop the playhead. Press M, put another marker. So you can put a marker there, and then once you put your marker, you can click on modify, and then that brings up some more options. I'm just going to go through some of the basic editing skills for today, and then you can click split, split, clip, and then that allows you to have a separate clip, which then would allow you to make changes to that section of the clip over here. And there's some more various options on modify for each of your clip, so you can make this clip maybe 50%, slow the clip down by 50%, or 25%, or you can fast forward. Some various options there. Another way you can do it is show this, right click on your clip and show speed editor, and then you can drag this, and then that will change the speed of the clip as well there. I'm just going to undo that because I want to do that. So if you want to add a title, I'm just going to zoom out by using Command and minus. You can click on your title and drag it down. Once you've done that, you can click on your title and you just click over here. Double click should allow you to, I'll just delete it, change the title for your movie. And then if you want to do transitions, there's various ones. So cross dissolve I use quite a bit. So if you want to use a transition, click on it and then just drag it into your timeline between two clips, and then click on that. Double click on the transition. That brings up, you can select how long you want each transition for. Put 2 seconds, click apply. I'm just going to see how that looks. Press spacebar to play. Let's try a different one. Let's try spinning. There you go, so it brings a new. So you can have a play with different transitions between each clip. But in order to make your clips, you just need, in order to use a transition, you need several clips. Any audio. So I've got a bit of like lightning for the evil mug. So I'm going to find where he's casting a spell. So I think he's casting one here. So I'm just going to zoom in a bit by Command and Plus. I'm going to start my audio. Press M to add a marker. I'm going to start my audio when the wizard's wand or staff lights up. So I know where to put it. So I'm just going to drag the audio into the timeline here. And I'm going to press play. Click on modify, split clip, and then that will split the audio here, and then just press the delete button to delete that. Let's have a look at that. So that works a bit better. And so you just go through any bits where you want to add any audio and then just drag them into the timeline, and then you would edit them the same way as you would edit a clip. So you're only editing either the clip or the audio when this yellow box is highlighted. A little bit of green screening just in case you did any within your film like me, or you chose to not use any of the backgrounds on the stop motion studio app and you want to use your own image. So the first thing you need to do is import that image that you want to use into your media here. It comes up here, and then you need to look at the clip where you want to put your green screen. So I know I want my media to appear here, and so I know this clip is 46 seconds and not by 4 seconds. So I'm just going to drag that here. I'm going to make this 46.4 seconds long. And like I said before, it automatically puts the Ken Burns effect on, which is what you're seeing now. You access that right there, and I think if you want your kind of image to move, which I do, I'm going to have a selection of it going this way. It should move up And the reason why I made it 46 seconds long is because I need it to match that clip there. So then I'm just going to put it in front of that clip. And the reason why I'm doing that is because you need to put the clip that you want to green screen on top of that. And then you select that clip, and then you click on this icon here. This where it says cut away, click on the drop down menu and click green screen. And then you can see it's just changed the green card to bits of lava. So you can have a look. I'll just have a quick look, see what that looks like. I'm pretty happy with that. So that's how you can do a little bit of green screening. And record audio into your movie if you don't want to use any of the effects on from your library. Because I didn't use any from the Stop Motion Studio app, I need to add in some sound effects. I'm just going to go back to the start here, and then I'm going to click and it will give you a countdown. So you can go, oh no, I've lost my saucer. Where's it gone? And it's always good if you want to add in voiceovers for your animations, just to write a little bit of a script before you do that. So make sure you know what you're going to say, just to save a little bit of time and not doing it off the cuff like me. And then when you're happy, press stop, and then it'll bring the recording here. It'll give you a countdown. So you can go, oh no, I've lost my saucer. Where's it gone? And it's always good if you want to so there's some of the basic little tools that you can use to edit your animation. And once you've done that, you can share your film by clicking File, Share, and then you can share it various ways to either YouTube or Vimeo, or if you just want to export it as an MPEG-4, you click on File, and then you just click Export and follow the instructions there, and it will export it as an MPEG. If you're using Windows Movie Maker, it will. I can't remember. It saves it. I think it saves it as a WAV file. So I hope you've enjoyed the sessions, and you can now make your own animations from coming up with a story, making your characters, filming your animation, and then editing it.